What's up, y'all? It's your girl KYP561, and I'm back like I said I would be, coming in here to talk to you all about tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami, Season 3, Episode 11. Okay, I am missing Episode 10. I tried to record that shit like 4 fucking times, y'all, and it just was not happening. So I was like, fuck it. I had to erase some of the stuff off of my laptop, child. I guess I had too much shit on there. And I would get like a good 15 minutes in, and that bitch is just cut off. So y'all know, honey, I don't edit my videos, and I don't really go off of a script. So once I start talking, I'm just talking, and it's hard for me to repeat the shit that I done said. Okay, so that was that. But I'm up and running now because I just did my Love and Hip Hop New York, and I didn't have no issues. So I mean, not New York, Atlanta, and I didn't have any issues. So hopefully, if I can't get this video done here for the Miami, I'm just convinced that, it's some fuck shit. But anyway, so the episode opens up where it left off last week with Trick showing up to the house. Because he had to cuss everybody out and said fuck Love and Hip Hop. I ain't going no motherfucking Bahamas. I'm not doing no more taping. Fuck y'all and get the fuck out of my house. So he did end up showing up, and he said that, he's known Trina's mom since he was young, and he, basically had to be there for Trina, so she was happy to see him. And we also see that her sister Laura had arrived as well. They actually look alike. They have a lot of they have similar features, Laura and Trina. She's cute. But anyway, so let me see. Anything else happened with that little scene? Nope. I think that was it for that scene. So up to that point. So then we go over there and we see that Suki has decided to throw an event. Now, when it got down to it, it seemed like she just invited motherfuckers to come and eat. I mean, I really don't know. Like, she said it was basically to celebrate brown girls, of all shades of brown. Tip was there, the light in the room. Okay, but Tip said she had her struggles too. So they kind of went around the room and they discussed their struggles that they went through. You had Hood Brat there. What a girl name is, Chameleon was there. Prima Donna, pretty much just the key people. And then it was some no names that we don't know, some room fillers. But anyway, so she's having this this empowerment type of thing or whatever, and they touched on some subjects, and they kind of gave some backgrounds on how they grew up and what it was like for them growing up, either being too light or being too dark. So that was pretty cool. I'm actually going to roll back around to that. Let me get some other things out of the way first, child. We go back over here to Amara. Now, Amara, listen, bitch, let me tell you something. Every time I see you now, I don't want to see you talk about no motherfucking MJ, okay? I don't want to see it. If you want the nigga back, go get the nigga back, okay? Now, your mama, she ain't with it. Your mama don't give two fucks if MJ is there or not. She's basically trying to tell you to leave that nigga where he at, okay? Because she probably see a lot of your damn daddy in that nigga. That's what I'm thinking it is, because she ain't here for it. She wants you to be happy as her daughter, but at the same time, don't be no fool, baby. Don't be no fool. So yeah, she started talking about how, she missed him and this and that, and now she got an issue with Prima Donna. Now, I done told y'all a couple times how I felt about Prima Donna's role in the whole thing, and I do feel like it was fucked up in a sense. But at the same time, Amara, I really don't know why you giving Prima Donna so much fever. Now, I don't like Prima Donna, okay? Don't get me wrong, but I've always prided myself on being a fair bitch, okay? And I really don't understand why you so upset with her now. You know what I'm saying? Only thing she did was put the bitch in front of you. It was up to you on whether or not you wanted to indulge in a conversation with her ass, because you didn't have to sit there and listen to anything that Annie had to say, And then if you felt some type of way, because you immediately felt some type of way because it was all over your face and in your confessional at that time. So if you felt some type of way about how the shit went down or how Prima Donna handled it, you wouldn't have been wrong in that, because I thought the shit was shady too. And because like you said, she had plenty of opportunity to put you up on game and tell you, listen, it's like as far as the conversation that y'all were having, she could have told you right then. This sounds very familiar to me. Okay. My homegirl used to fuck with MJ back in the day, and maybe you and her need to have a sit down conversation. Now, at that point, you would have had the option to say yay or nay. Now, if the bitch would have put you in front of her anyway after you done said nay, okay, now we got a fucking issue. But like I said, you didn't have to sit there and listen to shit that Annie had to say, and you damn sure didn't have to go and put MJ ass out your damn house on the strength of what Annie had to say. You put the nigga out because Annie was telling the damn truth. And apparently you don't want to hear the damn truth. It seems like that's the problem with me. And instead of you putting your or addressing your anger towards the motherfucker that you really want to be mad at, you deflecting and throwing it off on prima donna. Now I ain't saying that you shouldn't feel some type of way, because like I said, bitch, I felt some type of way about how the shit went down. But all that you was giving, it don't even cause for all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so she over here got her damn afro all blew out behind prima donna child, and the mama's still on some fuck MJ, and I don't blame her. You know what I'm saying? So we got Hood Brat. She shows up to the studio where Briscoe is in the booth. So honey, he in there hip hop rapping about something about Miami, child. I don't know. Okay. Now I like Briscoe got some songs that I like from back in the day. Now I don't know what this shit is that he was talking about tonight, but honey, whatever. Okay. So she goes in there, she have a sit down with him, and I don't even forgot how they got on the subject of Kenny and him being married and this and that. So it was just so funny to me, the pep talk that Briscoe was giving Hood Brat. He says, I'm gonna call Kenny and tell Kenny to go down to Chanel. And she was like, I ain't no materialistic bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker got a whole goddamn wife out here, and you talking about buying a bitch a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was just some typical hood nigga shit. They feel like, okay, I done fucked up. Cause he said he fucked up with his baby mama one time and he went and bought her a Porsche. Okay. Congratulations. But bitch, you still ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So until we start making these niggas stand in their shit and stop overlooking and forgiving, even if it's a temporary forgiveness, stop doing that shit just because they don't went out and bought your ass some shit, and make these niggas work for it. Like, I ain't talking about work for it by spending no money. No, bitch, your first step is to admit that you done did some fucked up shit. And that's the reason why they go out and buy shit, because it takes your mind off of them needing to own up to what the fuck they did. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he was like, you need to give that man a second chance, and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Briscoe, you full of shit. You know what I'm saying? As much as I like you, dog, you full of shit, okay? But anyway, she said she missed him. And I'm not saying that you just cut love off for a bitch like that. But bitch, you got a whole wife out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now, true enough, him and the woman ain't together, because she said that basically she had been living at Kenny's house or staying there or had, access to it whenever she wanted it or whatever. But let me decide how I want to move forward with you after you done told me that you're married. Even if you separated or whatever the case may be, don't just leave that the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And I think, and that's her issue. But she might end up getting back with him, child. I don't know. So then we go over here to Vanessa's celebration. So they brought Vanessa's ashes down to the Bahamas, and they did like a little beachside little thing. They had a nice size picture of her up, and they had the ashes out there, and they all came out. They had their white on or whatever. Trick is so hood, y'all. Did y'all see Trick with them goddamn slides and them socks on? I said, nigga, you just go be hood. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And I guess, you know what I'm saying? I guess. But anyway, so they all take turns. And they say, something nice about Vanessa, and, the talk about the impact that she had on their life, and, whatever. And it was really, really nice. You could tell that Trina, and she said it, and she really couldn't have said it better. Later on in her confessional, she said that she's heartbroken. And I completely understand that, because when my grandma passed away, 2013, my heart is still broken behind that shit. And that's something that I don't think that I will ever get over. So when she said heartbroken, that's exactly what it is. Like you can actually feel your heart crack. You know what I'm saying? So I felt for her in that moment. You know what I'm saying? But she seems to be very strong in dealing with this. So I'm sure that she'll, you know, continue, you know what I'm saying? But I don't necessarily know if that's something that you ever get over because with my grandma, that shit's like still fresh to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's still like it just happened. I can hear her voice in my head so clear. You know what I'm saying? So my heart goes out to Trina in that sense. Okay. So now it's event time down to the Suki. So everybody is arriving. And Amara, when she was talking to her mama, she said that Suki had invited her, so she did say that she was gonna go. I don't think that she was contemplating Prima Donna being there, but then again, I don't know why I don't know. Okay, but anyway, they was all there. And everybody they going around and they talking about their struggles as a dark skinned person or a light skinned person. It's either I wasn't light enough or I was too dark. Or Prima Donna said that they used to call her African booty scratcher. And when I tell you that shit was so funny to me because when I was in elementary school, I went to school with a lot of Haitians, and at that time it wasn't cool to be a Haitian. Like right now, every fucking body want to be a Zoe. You know what I'm saying? But back then, they were known as, well, I'm not going to say they were known as, but they were thought of to be like less than, you know what I'm saying? So, people made fun of them and that was one of the things that they called them African booty scratchers. I was like, so now that I think about that, I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, okay. So, I think Prima Donna says that her dad was from Africa and I forgot what she said her mama was from, but whatever. So she said she was picked on as a child because she had a big butt. Okay. Then Tip, she says that all of her cousins, they were dark skinned and she did things, even though she couldn't change her complexion, but she wanted to be dark skinned. So she made sure that she did everything extra black. You know what I'm saying? Where, she wore hair in braids and, this and that, because she was trying to prove, bitch, I'm light skinned, but I'm still black. You know what I'm saying? But then, everybody, you know how that shit was back in the day, child. So Amara says that she grew up in Brown Subs projects, and I would have never thought that. I don't know where I thought she grew up at, but I would have never placed her in Brown Subs. But anyway, she was basically saying that, of course, in the projects, you surrounded by black people, you look black, but then when you speak Spanish. So now people are saying you're not one of us, like you're not black. But then when you go around other Hispanics, they looking at you like you're not one of us either because we are more of the Caucasian, type of, appearance or whatever. So, I feel like she kind of, I could see her having it rough in that sense. I could pretty much see it from all of the ladies' points of view. So that was a good conversation to have. But then when Amara starts talking, what the bitch name is, Prima Donna interrupts and says, well, what do you identify as? Now it's clear that it's tension in the room because everybody keep asking what the fuck's going on right here. Because Amara, let me tell you something about Amara and them goddamn facial expressions. See, Amara is like me. If I'm around a bitch that I don't like, it's hard for me to keep my face intact, okay? Especially if they talking. Now, if they ain't talking, I'm fine. But as soon as that bitch start talking, it's almost like my soul start burning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I completely get it, with her. And a lot of times I don't even realize that I'm doing it. But I just wear my emotions on my face a lot, okay? And plus, like I said, I don't really like being around motherfuckers that I don't fuck with in the first place, So they was like, what's the issue? What y'all got going on, this and that, and the other. So I guess Amara, aside from her facial expressions, I guess she was kind of trying to, just be there for the event. And plus, she didn't really want everybody in her business or whatever. So Prima Donna was like, fuck it. That bitch mad with me because XYZ, blah, blah, blah. So then Suki was like, bitch, you try to tell me you mad with this motherfucker over a nigga? Over some nigga shit? So they started exchanging their words or whatever, and they got a little loud and this and that. Hood Brat had to grab her shit, said she was finna go because she ain't got time for a bitch to be in here fighting. And Suki was like, bitch, everybody ain't like us. Everybody don't want to actually throw blows. You know what I'm saying? I thought that shit was funny. But then when Suki got into her confessional, she said, now, bitch, I know I'm ghetto. And I know who else in this motherfucker was ghetto. But I see now, motherfucking Prima Donna is a ghetto bitch. And so in the fuck is Amara. You know, so she got a little kiki off of that child. So they ended up taking the conversation outside because Suki was like, bitch, I done put a deposit down on this place and y'all hoes ain't finna break my nail glass in this bitch because this shit is attached to my credit card for incidentals, okay? I said, bitch, I know that's right. Put their ass out. So they went outside or whatever and the conversation continued. You had security out there, which I don't really think that it would have came to blows or nothing like that, but you know, just in case, child, you can't never be too sure with these motherfuckers. So they ended up talking it out, and they pretty much decided that, bitch, you have a nice life, and you have a nice life, and fuck you at the same time. But you know, they said that this shit is squashed, but as we saw in the upcoming previews, this shit ain't over. Okay, so that was pretty much it with them. Okay, we got Briscoe over here. He done called the baby mama to come and go house shopping with him. Now, he done sat here and done said that this house that he looking at is outside of his budget, meaning, bitch, I can't afford this shit, but I'm on my nigga shit today and I'm trying to do whatever I can to win this motherfucker back, even though I can't afford this house, which means that we're probably gonna be here for maybe a year or two tops. I'm gonna be struggling with the mortgage the whole time, but I will be able to tell her after I continue to be fucking up out there, if I ain't love you, I bought this house. I bought this house for you. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. I can clearly see that. You know what I'm saying? So he tells her that he wants her to move in or whatever. And you know, she's still kind of playing hard to get a little bit, you know, and was like, you know, a house ain't gonna fix it and this and that and blah blah blah. But at the end of the conversation, she gives in and says that she is willing to try again with him. Now, she said she was willing to try again with him, but I mean, I don't know if she was shy in front of the camera or what was going on. But when he went to kiss her, she turned her head, so he ended up kissing her on the cheek. And then, you know, when he was like trying to hug up on her and shit, she was kind of like pushing him away. So I was like, now what the fuck, what's going on around here? You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens with them. But yeah, nigga, you bought that house just like you told Hood Brat. You fucked up, so you bought her a car. Now you trying to win her back again after fucking up some more, and she had not finally left your ass. And now you out here trying to buy this old extra big ass house that you don't damn need. Also, you can say you did all of that for her. You know what I'm saying? So, and once you fuck up again, because you said that it's going to be hard for you to, you know, do whatever. And bitch, if you ain't got that shit out your system, leave that goddamn girl alone, you know. But, to her, you know what type of nigga you fucking with. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you love who you love. And, you know, he's saying all the right shit. And he's doing all the right things at this point. But I just hope that it does work out with them, you know. But Briscoe, you got some growing up to do still. You know, I really do believe that you do love her and that you really do want to be with her, but I really don't think that you're ready at this point. I don't think that you're ready at this point. I hope I'm wrong about that, because I do, like I said, I do like you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know about that. And let me see what's next. Okay, so next we got Trick and Joy. They having a conversation. Okay, a conversation about them, their past, their present, how they end up where they at currently, you know. And she basically was saying that she left him because once he found out that he was sick, and she said this on his Unsung episode too, that once he found out that he was sick, he just pretty much let himself go, and he started taking a lot of his frustrations out on her. And you know, she got tired of being his motherfucking punching bag, you know, and him talking to her crazy and just doing all kind of fuck shit, and she left his ass, you know. And she said basically, because I was caring about you more than I was caring about me. She was saying, you stop lifting your little weights or whatever. You just basically said, fuck it, And then he was like, so you thought you walking away from our marriage was going to make me a better person. Now, see, this is what I don't like about you hood niggas. You hood niggas always want a bitch to prove they damn loyalty to you. Meaning, stick around, take all the shit that I'm gonna give you, whether it's me cussing your ass out, putting my hands on you, cheating, bringing in outside babies, whatever it is that I do to you, you're expected to stick it out with me. And in the event that you don't stick it out with me, you betrayed me, you weren't loyal to me, you walked out on me, you did this to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. It was a meme, well, not a meme, but somebody had put a status on their Facebook one day and was like, I'm looking for a ride or die, somebody to be down with me no matter what. Now, what the fuck is a no matter what consist of? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck does that consist of? Now, if you saying, I need somebody that's going to be down with me, in the event that I'm in a car accident and I lose one of my limbs or some shit like that, and I can't work anymore or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, when you stick with me through that, you know what I'm saying, that type of shit. But bitch, that ain't what you want. A lot of you motherfuckers got mommy issues, okay, and you want to take your fucking mommy issues out on the bitch that you with. Okay, if you mad at your mammy, bitch, be mad at your mammy. Okay, you want to cuss a bitch out, call your mammy, cuss her ass out. You know what I'm saying? Because she the one that left your ass at birth, or, you know what I'm saying, didn't give you enough attention or whatever the case may be. Bitch, that's not my job to make up for where your mammy was lacking. Okay? So, once a lot of them niggas get that shit under wraps, they might be able to sustain a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But they got the game all fucked up with this, motherfucker gotta show me loyalty while I treat you like a motherfucking dog. You know what I'm saying? But don't you dare walk out on me. That ain't it, child. That ain't it. I'm gonna need y'all to get that shit together. But yeah, cause he talking about, every time he went to the mall, he always bought her something bad. Bitch, that don't mean shit. That don't mean a goddamn thing. Okay, that's what I call a shut the fuck up gift. Okay, instead of you accepting that you did some fucked up shit, genuinely apologizing for the shit, and don't do the shit no motherfucking more. You know what I'm saying? But no, you can't do that. You rather go and buy somebody some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who started that shit? You know what I'm saying? But whatever, child. So, Joy got real upset when he said that she, along with other people in his life, didn't appreciate him. She got upset. She was like, bitch, don't put me in that box, okay? Don't ever motherfucker say that I didn't appreciate you. Whatever it was that was behind him saying that shit hit home for her, because she really did get, emotional behind that or whatever. Now, like I said, I do believe that Joy still has a love for Trick, but she don't want to be with him no more. It's too much water under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? So, because she was like, at one point, I didn't even think that you liked me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm sure he did some fucked up foul shit to her, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he ever put his hands on her or nothing like that, but I'm sure he done said some grimy ass shit to the girl, and a lot of times those words hit harder than your actual fist, you know what I'm saying? Because your face can heal up from a bitch punching you in it. That ain't funny, but I'm just an asshole like that. But them words, you can't take, that's some shit that you can't take back, and that's some shit that a bitch can't erase, you know what I'm saying? So, it's some hurt there, and he's hurt because she left. He didn't want her to leave, but at the same time, you didn't do nothing to keep her from leaving. You know what I'm saying? So, it seems like they're in a good place, the two of them. It seems like they're in a good place, and, if they can work it out to where they can be, amicable, where they can be friends. I don't necessarily know if I want to see them back together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about that, but who knows, child. So that was that. Let me see. Next, the last scene, they had their family gathering or whatever. They all the family came to Trina's hotel room, and you got Trick on the pots. Food's looking good like it always is, and I'm sure that shit was good because you actually getting the fresh conch and the fresh fish and all that shit right from the Bahamas, okay? Bitch, I know he got down on them pots, honey. I know he did. So they seemed to all had a good time, and then it closed out with Trina basically saying that her faith has been tested by her mom's death, and a lot of people, we kind of raised like, oh, you don't supposed to question God and this and that and whatever, but you as a human being, somebody took the love of your life away from you, like the love of your life has been taken away from you. How can you not question that? You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to keep it together, but she got a long way to go. That's that girl mama. You know what I'm saying? She got a long way to go. So like I said, I do, my heart does go out to her, and just one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got, y'all, for tonight's episode. Once again, thank y'all so much for clicking on this video. Y'all be safe out there with this coronavirus, because really don't nobody know what the fuck this shit is. Don't nobody know how it spreads. Don't nobody know what the demographic is, because everybody getting this shit. Because not even talking about Idris Elba, he done tested positive for the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm just waiting on my job to tell me, bitch, ain't no work. Okay. As a matter of fact, I really don't even think I'm waiting on my job to tell me that. Okay. I'm probably gonna take it upon myself, because y'all got me fucked up. Okay. So anyway, y'all be safe out there. Until next time, y'all. Peace out.